Hi everyone, it's Philippa at Flipcat Craft. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through of a junk journal that I've made, and as you have seen from my recent craft with me video, I'm still quite slow at crafting, but I'm hoping in upcoming weeks I'm going to be able to do another one of these, and I might do it in stages over several videos so we can have a look at how it is. It's actually really easy and fun to make, and I did this in I think 2 sittings, so yeah, I really enjoyed it. And I got this idea from a crafter called Lyric Lover, who I just stumbled across when I was searching for different ideas. So I'm going to link that below. And yeah, so here it is. And look, it's probably not anything revolutionary in terms of ideas, but it was new to me. And it's glue bound, so no stitching or anything involved. And I just thought it was a great idea. And Lyric Lover's video had 4 12 by 12 sheets of paper, and I think I used 6 for the almost signatures, I guess, but you can use as many as you want. Anyway, so no further ado, here is my portrait of a lady journal. So first of all, you take the 12 by 12 sheets and you fold them up about 3 inches from the bottom, or in some cases I cut them if I didn't want a fold. Now, Lyric Lover did 2 journals. Some of them she folded them all, and in one, and in the other she cut them all. I've done a mix. I've alternated because I wanted to have a variety in mine. So in this one, the first page I cut so that, you know, and look, I made a mess. As I do. This page here was actually going to be the cover, and I was thinking I would wrap it around, and then it didn't work out, so I changed this stripy one to be the cover, and I've cut up the one that I thought was going to be the cover. Anyway, so what I've done is the ones where I actually liked the reverse a lot, and I wanted it to show, they're the ones I've folded. The ones where I didn't like the reverse so much, they're the ones I've cut, so that I could use the cut panel elsewhere. Anyway, so this is from Graphic 45's Portrait of a Lady set, and it's basically the 12 by 12 pages glued together like that, and then the binding is just a strip of paper glued one side, folded over, and then glue it at the end, and then I've just covered up that seam with lace. And on the back I've just covered up the ribbon, but we'll get to that. So on the front, I thought about making this a pocket, but I decided I just really like the whole image, so I haven't done it as a pocket, and I've used some of my gold leaf, and that's not a bit of lace, it's actually part of the cardstock, and I've just used my lace punch. Okay, then we go inside. This is a little pocket I made, and I've made a little flip pad, just with a mix of papers. They're just plain papers, they're not coffee dyed. And then I just put a journal card in here, which is from the collection. I really like the back of this one, so I didn't feel the need to cover it. And I've used some of the stickers as well from the collection. So Graphic 45 re-released this last year or the year before as a set, so I've got the chipboard and things. I haven't used the chipboard really on here because I thought it might make it a bit too bulky. Now we've got a belly band down the side here with one of the strips. This is one that had some borders, and rather than cut them up as separate, I've used all the borders as a belly band. Sorry, it's a side tuck. Really love this design. Oh, this is one of my fussy cuts from my collection. And then I've just cut up some of one of the cutter parts here. And these are just some other others I had. I might just collage some images on the back just to make them fit the theme a bit more, but I quite like these you know, ledger style. Over here, I've just put 2 of my tags in here. These were from, I've showed them previously, these are from a session I made based on one of Artie Maze's Try It Tuesday things, but obviously this is quite large. You could fit bigger things in here, photos, that kind of thing. That's a cluster I made from a cluster making session. This is an off-cut from one of the papers, and I've just made it a little tuck pocket. And this is my tag punch, which I love, my new tag punch. I put a hole in one, and then that's just a piece of paper. You could just stick it down. I wasn't sure I didn't put a hole in that one because I wasn't sure what it would be used for. This is a piece of my collage masterboard. I've showed that before. You can journal on the back. It's patterned, but it's quite light coloured. This is one of the remnant offcuts, and that's one of my fussy cuts and a label. But and that's one of my fussy cuts too. This was, I mentioned this. I saw it previously in a video. I couldn't find the video and I couldn't remember how to do it, but I've worked it out. So it's a zigzag flip pad. You just put it there, and now I love it, and I just wanted to put that there. So yeah, here that's one of my fussy cuts, and that's just another little remnant and some lace. And this was an envelope stack that took me ages, as you've seen in past videos. I'm not very good with the whole flipping which way. I'm getting better, but it just took me ages to work this one out. But this was an offcut. I think it was this paper here. Yeah, and I really love it, and I wanted it to be a bit of a feature, and I've put the label on there. And for all of these ones, I've lined it with a sort of brown. It's not craft. It's not as thick as craft paper, and it's got petals in it, but it's a nice texture, and I think it'd be quite nice for writing on. So I've put that there. Then this is an envelope. Again, I've decorated it, and on the inside, I've just got the same brown paper. I think I've got a card in here. Yeah. Oh yeah, this is just one of my from my collection. It's just on a bit of remnant cardstock around at the corners, just a little journal card. This was one of the cutter parts, and it was backed on it. The back of it was something I didn't like. It was okay. It was just a very dark green. It didn't really, I think, suit the cream and pink that I'm going for. So I was happy to sort of layer it on there. And there's some pink lace. I've used so many different color laces in this. And then I've got another journal card in here. This is from a different collection, but I might just, put a collage and image or something on there, fussy cut on there, just so it matches. And then here is, this is from the cutter parts as well, but it's just like a kind of notes or to-do list or something. And I just thought, and I didn't like the back again, so I just stuck it down. And then in here it's from a different collection, but it matches this one, which is why I've put them together. Same pattern. I think it's from a Project Life collection or something. So you can either write on it that way or that way. But I just liked it, and I thought it actually went with the whole floral. It's a bit more subtle than some of the florals in this one, but I like it. Now, let me see if I can do this that way, that way, that way. Done. Over here is just a little pocket, and I've actually put quite a few in here, but these could be scattered around. It's actually because these are landscape style. So that's, it's got a few journaling lines. Obviously, this is the dark pattern. I don't mind it, but it's just really dark. You can't really write on it, but you could put a bit of paper on it and cover it up, or you could stick it down. So that's, and it's a nice picture, and again, another one you can write on, and they're all very dark green. And here's a little envelope. And in here, I've just got some little collage elements. There's one of my fussy cards, two actually. Dragonfly, butterfly, a couple of little bits of chipboard, and one of my photo postage from my collection. So I just thought that was, I saw a video, I think it was from the Paper Outpost, where in one of her journals she just put a little collection of elements that someone could use, and I thought, oh, that's lovely. And here's this is another offcut that I've rounded the corners and stuck it down. I've used some corrugated card and a sticker, and I've made a little pocket, and here's two more tags. I'm just going to work this tag punch to death. I love it. It's just a great size. Now, and obviously you could put something bigger in here. In fact, I did have one of the bigger journal cards in here originally before I changed it to the landscape ones. And then up here, it's just a journal card. This is just a little flower I've made previously, stamped on cardstock. I just thought nice to tuck in there. You could stick it down, you could write on it. Just another card, punched bit of, on the sort of not quite craft card. And can I just say how much I love this gold stripe? Like, I wish it would have been on the back of every single bit of the paper. Like, I prefer it to most of the backings. And over here, I love this apothecary store look, you know, with all the vintage bottles and labels and things. And so I turned this one up into the pocket, and look, this is something that you can decorate. And I've tried to decorate, like, and same here. Which one is it? This one here. Okay, I decorated this one a little bit. This one I made it a little bit more minimal, and this could either come off or you could cover it up. I feel whoever uses this might want to put their own stamp on these, which is why I've tried to not do too much. Now these two are matching journal cards. They had that dark green backing I showed, but what I've done is I've put it on white cardstock for journal, and I've made them bigger in the process, and they both tuck in there. But these pockets are quite deep and quite large, and you could easily add other things in there. Now here, it's a side tuck. I've added some more lace. I think that's on the 4th kind of lace. I've got a floating pocket here, lined with music. Although I thought that I'd actually make a same sort of style, but I'd make a floating pocket from a matching collection. This is actually one I already had made, and I was looking at it just going, oh, maybe I'll do it like so that. But on the other hand, there's a lot of intense color here, so having the light colored thing is probably not too bad. I love these beautiful portraits, and it's on a like ribbon, so it's like they're hanging. Anyway, over on this side, this was actually one of the journal cards in a landscape format, and I've made this into a pocket. So in here, there's a journal card, and see I've laid the white or cream paper on the back so you could write on it, and you can see just the edges. It was another one of those dark grey ones. I don't know why all the journal cards are on the dark grey. And here's a journal card I made myself using one of my printables and some lace, and it's just got some lines on the back, and that was actually on the card. But again, this is another pocket you could put your own things in. And that's one of my printables. I just wanted to break up the intense green. I actually really like this paper, and I made these tags out of some remnants of it, and also this pocket. But it's a lot, you know, some intensity there, which is why I wanted to break it up with these lighter colors here and here. Over here, we're onto a light page. So I've just put some printable cutter parts here. This girl, this is actually from a different collection from Graphic 45 called Princess. And there's some journaling space on the back. And this one here, well, you put some paper on the back of that one. And now, if you've seen my past video about crafting disasters, you might recognize this. This was the crafting disaster that I was going to put in a ring journal, and I didn't leave any space to put the rings. So I have salvaged this, and this is something I feel that you could actually take out of here and put in a bag to take with you if you wanted to just take part of it. And now we'll do this because I've actually completed it. So as before, we have the tag for journaling in the pocket, and there's also journaling space there. Flip this open, and there's this beautiful postcard that I have zero recollection of buying, but is really lovely. Anyway, that goes there. And this is the mulberry paper envelope. Over here, I've added an envelope, and this has one of the journal cards. And if this opens up, this also has a journal card that has a light coloured background, not the green coloured background. And I thought about putting some brown paper on here, but I thought, look, you know what? It's actually it's textured, but it's light coloured. And I thought that rather than doing that, putting the brown paper on, this is its own colour set. This is a chipboard, but it's got lines on it, and it does slide out. This is actually a photo frame die cut, and so you can put something else in here if you want, but I just thought I really liked that. And it's got stripy paper in the background because I love stripy paper, particularly in creams and golds. Anyway, so that's that. Then we go over here and we now have a side tuck, which we didn't have before, and a journal card in here, double-sided journal card from the Princess collection, although this paper here is from the Portrait of a Lady collection, so I've kind of mixed them up a bit. This was already here, but I've added in here a little notebook from the Portrait of a Lady collection. So that's some of that off cards, and that's, you know, one of the sticker collection and some lace. And obviously there's enough space that you could tuck other things in here. And we have two pockets, one here, one here. They are, I'm going to have to glue that down. They are big enough to hold large items, tags, tickets, collectibles, whatever. And then on the back is a little notebook that I made. And this is coffee dyed paper. And some offcuts of the other papers from the Princess collection. And this was another, I think it's a Kaisercraft paper that I had, that I thought went well with it. Anyway, so that fits in here. And it means that it doesn't impede the other pages. And then on the back, we have another cut apart that I've made into a pocket, and I've just put a floral tag and some of the other remnants there. And I actually remembered to put the ribbon for tying it up underneath that this time, which I forgot to in a previous one. So that is my Portrait of a Lady journal. So I think I have a few little fussy cuts to put down, but other than that, I'm really happy with this. I really love the style, so thank you to Lyric Lover for the concept. I've kind of mixed it up a bit. It's not exactly the same as hers. Hers was flatter because it was fewer signatures, if we call the 12 by 12 a signature. She had 4 in hers, I've got 6, plus I've got the folio at the back, which makes it a lot chunkier. But all in all, I'm really happy with this. It was really quick to put together as a base structure, and then I was just adding the elements. I liked the concept of having alternating fold-ups and not fold-ups, and I've rounded the corners on all of mine. But yeah, I really liked this style. It was for someone who currently can't sew, other than, you know, my little 3 pamphlet stitch booklets. This was great. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm going to make more of these, and hopefully in the next few weeks we'll do a tutorial like Craft With Me where we make these, and it might be, you know, one episode we actually do the structure, and then over another an episode we do the contents, because as you've seen, I'm very slow at crafting still with a broken arm. And yeah, it's still broken. Like, don't ever break your humerus. It's like so slow to heal. Anyway, that's it from me for today. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Links are below, and looking forward to catching up with you again next time.